Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to talk about where I've been and also talk about a brand new kit from Sephora. So if that is something you're interested in watching, then you're in the right place. We're about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
All right, so this is it. This is the new beauty setup, you guys. So I basically moved into the guest bedroom. We had this, my son moved out. For those of you that don't know, I am an empty nester. My teenage son graduated high school and has moved on to bigger and better things. So we kind of turned his room into a guest room for a little while. And then I was like, you know what? It really got ridiculous in the little corner of my bedroom. And I know that the shtick for a really long time was that you and I were just sitting in the corner of my bedroom talking about makeup. And so I kind of liked that little corner of my bedroom. It's been there since the very beginning. 200 videos later, I really was hesitant to give up that little corner of the bedroom, but you guys, it was getting out of control. My poor husband didn't have room to put clothes. Like it was getting crazy. So we decided to just tweak the guest room a little bit and turn it into my makeup room for right now. For the time being, this is where we're going to have the videos going forward. But I do want to show you around the room just so that you can see what the space itself looks like. So here's the room. So that is the room. That is a little bit about where I've been for the last week. Thank you guys for being so patient with me and allowing me to take a week off from filming to get all of this under control. But boy, I tell you what, I picked a week to get offline. Wow. So a lot has happened in the beauty community since the last time we spoke, and I have thoughts on it. if you guys want me to do a dedicated video just discussing my thoughts, I'll be happy to do that for you, because you guys are my subscribers, and I understand that sometimes you guys want to come to your safe place, and for my subscribers, that may be here for you to talk about things like this when they go awry in the beauty community. So if you guys want me to do that, I'll be happy to do that. I have a feeling that there might be a lot of people out there that are kind of on maybe YouTube drama overload, so I totally understand if you guys just want to get back to regularly scheduled programming. Either way, I don't care. Let me know. I'll be happy to do both. So just put it down in the comments below. Now, let's talk about the product that I have wanted to talk to you guys about for a hot minute, ever since I actually saw it. So Sephora has come out with a new summer collection, and when I first saw it, I was really impressed. It's called their Sunkissed Glow collection. Not only is this, of course, one of their expertly curated kits, their kits usually are really, really nicely curated, but this happens to be one that has a lot of products in it that are actually really good, that I was surprised to see in full size and in many formats. So I want to go over this with you guys. So first of all, the Sunkissed Glow is a Sephora favorite. You can get it online at Sephora, and I'm pretty sure you can get it in store as well. In addition to that, you have $45. That's the spend on the entire kit. Now with this kit, you are going to be getting some full-size products. I'll go over with you guys which ones are the full size, but first let's talk about the bag. The bag itself is probably the thing I'm the least impressed with. It's actually a waterproof bag, and I kind of get the concept behind it. It's a very beach-proof bag. So it's waterproof, you know, poolside, beachside, sun-kissed glow kit. I get it. I get the theme behind it. The detailing on it is nice. At least they have the little Sephora here on the zipper. It is a really thick kind of plastic, is the best way I can think to describe it. But overall, just not my favorite bag. But it's what's inside that counts, so let's get into that. So first up is a product from Marc Jacobs, and it's a mini. It's the Marc Jacobs Do You, and this is basically their dewdrops, and again, this is in the shade Do You. This is a liquid highlighter. You can do a lot with this. You can add a pump of this to your foundation and get a little bit of illumination going on. I love using this as a liquid highlighter on the cheekbone. It is a stunning liquid highlighter, you guys. If you want just a beautiful, look at that. It makes your skin look so smooth, and it doesn't show any texture, and it looks absolutely stunning right here. If you just take a beauty sponge and you just pounce it into your foundation while your foundation is still wet, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Marc Jacobs has actually been doing a lot in the mini game lately. There is a mini set out right now if you've ever wanted to try out the Marc Jacobs, the 3D Undercover Coconut Primer. You can get it now with the Marc Jacobs Invisible Finish Line Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. So you can get this little set as a mini set if you wanted to try out some Marc Jacobs products. And I get Marc Jacobs is a little bit more on the expensive end, so you know, giving these little mini kits a shot is a good answer to, I think, a lot of people that don't really want to drop the money on the full size. This is a pretty expensive product in the full size, but it's nice to see it in a mini in this kit. I think this is great. And even though this is a little teeny tiny dispenser, especially with these dewdrops, like I literally just put one drop on the back of my hand, and you know, you have this huge area here that's all highlighted. You don't need that much. You could just put a drop on the tips of your fingers and rub it between the tips of your fingers and pat the high points of your cheek, and then take your beauty blender and just blend it in, and it's a stunning look. So this would actually last you a lot longer than you think that it would, considering the size. So I love this addition. I think this is a really good addition to this bag. Next up in our bag is a really cool mini, and it is a Fenty Beauty bronzer. It's a little mini Fenty Beauty bronzer. I think that is absolutely brilliant, and this is actually in the shade Shady Biz. So you do get this little bronzer in here. Now this is actually the full size of the Fenty, so if you want to just see a comparison, this one is in the shade Private Island. So you can, I don't know if you guys can see the difference in the tones. This is Shady Biz. This is Private Island. This one is probably a little bit darker if I had to guess. But yeah, so these are the full size and the mini, just in a size comparison if you just want to see the difference. But I love a little mini bronzer like this. I think it is a fantastic idea, especially if you just want to throw it in your purse and have it in a nice little travel size so that you can just bronze up your cheeks anytime you want to. But at the end of the day, a bronzer, especially one in a pan size like this, and this is basically like the size of an oversized eyeshadow, this is going to last you a little while before you hit pan on this. So again, it's a great way to sample the product if you don't want to buy the full size. And I think Fenty doing little minis of their bronzer is fantastic. I think that's an amazing idea. I love to see this included inside of this kit. You know, one of the things about the Sephora kits is sometimes you don't get too excited about the brands that are included, but this one really is a home run for me. I'm really happy with the different products that are included. So again, you get a Fenty bronzer. These are called Sunstalker bronzers by Fenty Beauty. So you have the shade Shady Biz inside of this bag. The next product in this bag is by Laura Mercier, and it is her translucent powder. Now, this is not her normal translucent powder. Remember, this bag is all about sun-kissed, bronzy, and glow. So this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Glow formula. Now, this formula really got mixed reviews. A lot of people thought this was just going to be like her Laura Mercier setting powder, except this was going to be like an illuminating type of setting powder, and that it would have a finish that was really similar to like the Hourglass Veil or the Charlotte Tilbury Genius powder, where you just get this really pretty illumination to the skin. And this is basically like a powder highlighter. It is very, very glowy. So it did kind of get mixed reviews. However, if you are looking for a glow to the skin that is not obviously like a highlighter, like you just put a stripe of a highlighter on your cheeks. If you're looking for something a little bit more natural and a little bit more, you know, something that's just very subtle that makes your skin just look very healthy, this is a great product to use for that. So it's not a very intense glow at all. It still stays true to that setting powder type of feel, except it does have a luminosity to it. And I don't know that you guys will really be able to see it here, or if it will really pick up. You can kind of see it a little bit here. I may insert some footage where you can see it just a little bit better, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's not something, it's got a little bit too much shimmer in it to use it as a setting powder on the face, in my opinion, because you kind of look like you've put highlighter all over your face. So that's just my opinion about this specific translucent powder formula. But as a highlighter and using it in different areas to actually accentuate your features, I actually think this isn't a bad product, especially if you want that highlight to look a lot more natural and you don't want it to actually look like a beaming highlighter. Then I think you'll be happy with this. But either way, this is included in the bag. Now, if you are looking for a gorgeous highlighter, never fear. Not only is the Marc Jacobs liquid highlighter in here, but there's also a couple of other highlighters in here as well that are stunning. And one of them is from Becca. Now, Becca is known for their kind of pressed, they call them skin perfectors. Champagne Pop is a very popular one. This one just happens to be in the vanilla quartz. So if you have more fair skin, fair to medium skin, I think could wear this. This is like a blinding highlighter. It's one of those that is just going to really give you that really kind of pretty luminosity to the skin. Can you guys see that? It's so pretty. And the one thing I do like about the Becca ones in particular is, again, they are this almost like a cream to powder type of formula. So when it comes to texture on this skin, they do a really good job of really not showing a lot of texture on the skin. So this is the swatch up close. It's got I want to say it's got a lot of gold undertones to it. So it is beautiful. It is stunning. It looks really, really pretty on. Gorgeous highlighter. So this is included in the Sunkissed Glow Kit as well. Next up, you guys, we actually have something from the Sephora collection, and I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but their lip collection lately, especially like their liquid lip collection, has actually been popping lately. This is actually their gel gloss. So this is their Ultra Shine gel gloss, and this is in 01, so this is in like a nude. The gloss itself is really super shiny. And the one thing I like about it is I like the way it lays over lipstick, which is why I'm going to put it on right now so I can show you guys. But it's not sticky. It's very long lasting, and it gives your lips a very smooth appearance, which I really, really like in my lip gloss. But it's a very pretty lip gloss, and if you like a nude gloss, then you'll really like this lip gloss. I've actually purchased recently 2 liquid lipsticks from Sephora because, again, they've recently come out with some really beautiful liquid lipstick formulas, and this is their matte liquid lipstick line. So this is more of like really intense color, but it's a very comfortable matte liquid lipstick formula, and I really am a fan. And of course, it's incredibly affordable, and they're just so comfortable. It's a really comfortable matte liquid lipstick formula, and these are the 2 shades that I got. And again, the color selection is amazing, and the formula is really great as well. So I've been really enjoying exploring the Sephora lip collection, and their Ultra Shine glosses are stunning, and you get 01 nude inside of this bag. We still have more products to go, you guys. This bag has quite a few things in it. So next up is another highlighter. This is from Artist Couture. Now, Artist Couture kind of set the internet on fire when they first came out. Sephora immediately picked them up. It's a highlighter line, and their highlighters are stunning, you guys. There's really not a whole lot to say about Artist Couture other than their highlighters are really well known in the industry. Now, this just happens to be in the shade Conceited. It's a beautiful shade. Again, you're talking about a really kind of gold bronzy shade, but this is just amazing, you guys. This is going to be a little bit more for your deeper skin tones. I actually like working with these on the eye. I think these are a beautiful formula if you put them on the lid, but Artist Couture highlights are very different, and I don't know how else to describe them to you guys other than they're like little micro diamonds. They just have this beautiful shimmer glitter glow about them that sets them apart. It's a very different type of highlighter. I do like their highlighters on my face, but I really like them on my eyes. I just think for me personally, that's where I like to work with that particular formula. And I don't know if maybe it's because it's a loose highlighter that I prefer working with it on my eyes, but I think it's that really sparkly kind of glittery texture to it. I'm just not a big fan of that on my cheeks. I like a more natural looking glow on the cheeks, but if you're looking to really crank up the highlight, Artist Couture is definitely a good way to go, but these are also stunning on the eyes as well. Next up is one of 2 full-size products inside of this bag, and that is from Tarte, and this is from their Rain Forest of the Sea collection, and this is their Sea Glass. Now, their Sea Glass is basically like the Stila glitter eyeshadows, the liquid formula. This is kind of Tarte's, I guess, dupe for that, even though they're incredibly different. So this is in the shade Sea Glass. One of the biggest differences for me, I think, with this formula and, say, the Stilas is that these tend to be a little bit more transparent. They're not as opaque as this Stila, so I think these are really good as like toppers on the lid if you just want like a beautiful glitter type of accent. And I will say the glitter in the formula is stunning. It is a beautiful glitter, and it just makes your lids look like they have liquid metal on them. It is really super pretty, and it does dry down very nicely. The one thing that I can say is that the formula itself, you can't play with it a lot, so like you can't blend it around the eye or anything like that. Where you put it is where it's gonna stay. Other than that, though, it is really pretty. If you just want to put it like in the center of the lid and just kind of tap it out a little bit, it is a beautiful accent. And the glitter in here is stunning. So this again is in the shade Sweet Life, and this is the full size of one of the Sea Glass shades. So this is included in the bag as well. And then last but not least is the last full-size product in this bag, and this is a product from Charlotte Tilbury, you guys. So this is actually one of her Color Chameleon eyeshadow sticks. I love these. I love the formula of these. I think this is in the shade Champagne Diamonds. So a lot of these Color Chameleon sticks, these are specifically designed for certain eye colors. So you have Champagne Diamonds looks really good on blue eyes, and then you have colors that look really good on green eyes and hazel eyes. And if you look at these eyeshadow sticks online at Sephora, in the description it'll tell you which ones, you know, work really, really good with certain eye colors. So she based this specific eyeshadow collection around what color eyes and how to make those color eyes pop. Now, of course, you can mix and match and wear all of the shades in the collection. It doesn't really matter, but certain shades will accentuate or make certain eye colors pop, and I think that was really neat. That was one of the things that I really loved about this collection. So again, this is in Champagne Diamonds. This is one of the really sparkly ones. It's a gorgeous color. I actually have it on my lid tonight because I couldn't wait to stick my fingers in this and use it. I know this formula. It is a beautiful formula, and I really, really enjoy playing with it. I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see it, but this is a very creamy, beautiful formula on the lids. This is a formula that you can move around and play with and blend it out, buff it out up into the different parts of the eye. It moves around really, really pretty, and the shimmer that's in it is just absolutely stunning. I absolutely love this formula, and I have had a blast playing with it. I love using this color specifically as like a spotlight right in the center of my lid, and they're really long lasting. They last on the eye. It's Charlotte Tilbury. It's just a good product overall. So yeah, you get a full size of these in here as well. So overall, you guys, that is a lot of product in here for $45. One of the things that I like about this particular bag is that you have everything in here from Charlotte Tilbury to Fenty Beauty, and then you even have like Sephora collection products, Becca, Artist Couture, Laura Mercier. So there are a lot of well-known products in here from very high-end type of beauty brands, and I think this was a really nicely curated bag for the spend. So there's also a lot of newer things in here too that maybe if you haven't had a chance to try, this would be a great way to try it. So overall, this collection is Erika approved. Definitely a good way to check out some winners if you're looking for a way to bronze and glow and shine this summer. All right, guys. Well, that is it. I am so glad to be back. If you guys have any questions for me, as always, don't hesitate to reach out on Instagram at ErikaApproved. If you are new here, welcome. Feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, I hope you guys are very happy and very healthy. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.